Spino's Kitchen again. You're welcome. Today I am I came with this idea to share with you again today. Let me say that you don't today you want to manage to eat without meat. Can we manage the food without meat? Yes, I do believe that there's some food can be very tasty without meat. It's not that, oh, you don't have meat today, you have to just go crazy. You have to get used to everything that, oh, I can manage with or without the meat. Today, I'm sharing with you my potato stew, and it's gonna be very nice when you just continue. I just have here the fried onions. I just fried the onions here. I wanted them to be golden brown like this, so I am in the middle of frying my onions, and I'm sharing with you. I'm just making this potato stew. This potato stew, you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with the semolina. Like today, I'm gonna make the semolina to serve with my potatoes. Semolina is, some people they might wonder what is semolina. Semolina is like manna. We might call it also, we can call it stiff pap and the manna. So we are making this manna, we're using the semolina. So we're gonna make a stiff semolina. Instead, usually we use it in the porridges, in the morning porridges, but now we're gonna make it stiff and look like mashed potatoes. So let's go ahead. But I have here my onions and celeries are frying there. Now I'm adding my spices. Usually I'm adding my spices into the, right there. This is a chicken powder. I have here the peppers, red pepper. I'm just adding there. I like to add my spices, while I'm still cooking there. While I'm frying the onions, so that everything absorbs together there. I'm using this open pan so that you guys can see clearly what I'm doing there. So now I am using, you can use any herbs you want. So I am now frying my my potatoes. Those are, the way I slice them. You can see I slice them in a very thin, thin slices, so that they cook very quick. Because when you cut them big, bigger slices more than this, then they take long time to cook. So now we have here the potatoes. I'm just going ahead and adding there. Oh, I have here also the ginger and the garlic. You add it right there, the ginger and the garlic. You don't need to add the ginger garlic there, but they bring a very, very good flavors. I have here the corianders. I'm adding there. They're making very nice, tasty. You see, there is no meat here, and the taste is so wonderful. It's so great. I love the taste of that. After that it tastes so good, and you don't even want to miss the meat in your food, because this one is fit together with the rice. It's fit together with rice, with that semolina that I'm making with it, manna. Many people, they call it fufu. So, I'm using this one, using the semolina powder. So now I have here my potatoes, which I'm adding right there. Take about less than 10 minutes for these babies to soften up. You see, they look good already there. So I have here onions, celeries, corianders, and some parsley, the spices of your choice. Doesn't really matter what you put there, as long as it tastes good. So here I have it. I let my potatoes to fry like that. It's so very easy. So it's very easy, a recipe like that. So now, of course, we need to cover our potatoes, because of course they need to cook. So I'm now covering them so that they cook well. While that is cooking, I have here my boiling water, and I'm gonna cook this manna in a different style. I'm cooking it in a different style now. I am adding there my vegetables, because I want it to look colorful. Many people, they call it stiff pap. Many people, they call it fufu. But we're using maize meal to make a stiff pap. And then many people, they're using their own powder to use this, but I am using semolina. powder to use this one because I like the way it look. I like, you know, everything is fit with this very good. So we just boiling this one. I added there already. I'm gonna add salt right there. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt. Really, you don't need to measure. Just a pinch of salt. I am using this grounded salt. Just a little bit of that for the taste. So this is like a quick lunch, you know, like, oh yeah, and like you're busy, you know, like you come home, you need like a quick lunch. So now my water is almost like boiling. I have here this powder here where I'm using semolina. And here I'm just gonna go ahead. When we're cooking this fufu things, we need to put, you know, like slowly until it thickens up. You don't need actually to use the vegetables there. Really, you don't need to use vegetables. But I am using the vegetables because I just like the color. I like to represent my food to look good. So, but you really don't need it. So now it's like boiling the water, and then I'm adding slowly. I'm adding the slowly there. The powder there. Semolina, we call it, you can call it in anyhow you call it, but this is very good taste. It's sweet when you can eat with any chicken, beef. I'm adding now. As much as you can see that is thick enough. Actually, no really measurement is necessary. You can see I am stirring all the time. Because if I don't stir, then it's gonna come those lumps, like kind of stone, like they feel like stones. They don't really look good, and also they don't taste good. So you can see it's starting to thicken up. With those my vegetables inside, they look so nice colors. I'm adding it slowly when I'm satisfied that it's thick enough. Because the more you stop to stir like that, you know, it's becoming, you know, like impossible to fix. It's not gonna be fixable anymore. So it's getting the way almost a one. Then you put you don't need, because it might burn. You don't need so much heat because it might burn before it gets done. So here I'm adding again. And at the same time I'm stirring. I'm stirring all the time because the more I forgot to stir, the more the problem is coming. Those big lambs, like, they really don't taste very good. So I am not satisfied, so I'm adding the powder. If you don't know this semolina, we eat it in the morning porridges. If you don't eat the wheat porridge, eat this one, and when you make it a little bit, you know, not stiff like this in the morning porridges, add there some of your blueberries, strawberries. You don't make it, because right now this one, it really look like, this one, it looks like it's a mashed potatoes. It looks like mashed potatoes like that. So I think I'm satisfied right now the way it like that thickens up the way I wanted it. So a little bit I'm adding oil here so that it's helping me, you know, to come out easily. And I'm really adding like more powder there. Then it's gonna be, I'm gonna be satisfied with that. So now we cannot use this whisk anymore, because you see it cannot help us any longer. So I'm using my wooden spoons to stir. Now this is the way I want it to be, like a little bit here, so that also when we eat this one, it doesn't stuck. Usually, you know, when we eat this one, we eat it and you can use your hands to eat this one, not always fork and knife. Use your hands to make you feel like you're eating, you know, like real food. You enjoy your food. So now I'm letting this to a little bit, you know, like it take only like about 5 minutes really to make this. I cover it up for a while, and then here we check our potatoes. We check our potatoes there, they are cooking well. They look very, very good. I am satisfied about them. And we have to remember to taste there. I didn't add salt. I just add a little bit of a pinch of the salt. I'm adding my curry powder. Just a little bit of the curry powder. This curry powder is not hot. It just give the taste. And then you know that's it. While those are cooking there, actually I'm gonna just shift those ones into another pan so that it's still quicker with this pan here. It's gonna seem very, I'm moving into this pan so that you know it seems a little bit quicker with a pan which is not open like this. So I'm decided to put in this one to shift it. So there you go. Now while that is cooking, we're coming here because I have another to show you guys. While that one is cooking there, we're also making our, we're gonna also make there our, we are making then our, this is kale I'm about to make now. In that kale, I don't really need to add nothing. Usually, you know, this is kale. When we do kale, usually we do this with a salad. We don't really need to cook it. Sometimes when we make a salad, but this time because it's very hard, so I want to make it a little bit softer. I don't put any onions in this one really. You know, I want to make it softer like this, and then it's ready. Also, everything I'm doing today is like quick. So now while I remove these potatoes to the little bit tighter pot, because now it's cooked a little bit more quicker. So now while we're doing that, we're coming here to fry. I have here some marinated the chickens earlier. I marinated those chickens like about 4 hours already. They're in the spices. Here there is a flour and some herbs. You put your spices on your choice. So here I'm satisfied that now it's marinated. Here also you can put some garlic, ginger if you want. So now I am gonna go ahead and fry this in my pan. If you don't want to use the flour, because here I added water, I added flour, I added some salt on this one. But if you don't want to use the flour, you can use the buttermilk. It's also a good marinate chicken. It's very good to marinate the chicken. So here I am putting my drumsticks there. They've been there for like about 4 or 5 hours in the fridge already. So because when we marinate something, we want to see the taste. We want to see the taste there. So it's like that. So now since that we are just dropping those babies just inside the oil, because the oil is now it's enough. So it's gonna take a little bit time. While that is cooking, we are coming here to fry our kale, and we have to check our potatoes. So our potatoes are looking good. See, you don't need meat all the time. You know, also there are some people that are allergic to the meat. This is also sharing that, or if you're allergic, you have a problem of eating meat or allergic to the meat or something, you can use the potatoes to eat your rice, and then they look that good like that. We cover them to steam there. While that is cooking there, we are going to fry our kale. Actually, when I'm using in the kale, I can just put a little bit of my my spices here together with the kale. Just don't need so much, nothing. I just put it like that. You know, it's not really necessary. You just need the colors and all that. So while our potatoes are cooking there, we're doing our kale. barbecuing our kale here. I just don't want to add any, because I just want them to be a little bit soft. So when I'm adding my kale, like I said, that you can use this one. We usually use it with the salads. We don't usually cook this one. So because me it's hard, the way I want it to be, I want it to be like kind of, like kind of hard, like a softer than it is now. But if you make a salad, you can add like fresh salads, fresh vegetables with it. So now our fufu here is like kind of ready. It doesn't take very long time. So while that one is cooking there, I want to shape it. I want to shape it in that way that I'm satisfied. Like I want to shape it so that when I'm dishing my plate, when I'm dishing my plate, there it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and shape this. You don't need also to do that. What I'm doing right now. But me, I want my plate to look good always. Always. I want my plate to look good. So now I'm spraying some oil here so that it doesn't stick. See? So that it doesn't stick everywhere. So now I am kind of, because this is ready now, I'm kind of, pouring that into that plastic wrap. Someone say, oh, do I need to do that? No, you don't need to do this really. You don't need to do this. But if you like beautiful, something to look nice. If you want something to look nice, for me, I want it to look nice. This is why I'm doing like this. So now it's like kind of folding this in. It's kind of folding in there. And then while we're doing that, we're just folding in. We're just folding it in right there. You can see like when I'm trying to catch it from the side there. You fold it in. And there you go. We just kind of pinch it there in the side to come together with that. Or only the reason like is to fold it and shape it to look much better. You can see I'm pinching the corners right there, and I'm kind of locking it down, locking it in there, so that it's shaped the way I want it to be. Really not necessary. You can just take it from straight to the pot and dish it up. So it is like this now, the shape that I want it to be for my plate to look good. So now while we are doing that one, I take my plate because I am satisfied the way, I'm just satisfied the way my shape that I want. I'm satisfied with that one. So now, after it's rolled like this, it makes the shape I want. And just remove the plastic away. It looks so good. Looks so good. So now I'm just going to shape like into like kind of three parts. You can just go ahead and kind of put that knife, like the oil, so that it doesn't stuck in. So while that is doing that, you just put it in the side. Like that. It's just so quick. Look, the chicken is doing so fine. The chicken is not, but I'm like planning to put it back there so that it's cooked inside as well. So our chicken looks so good. I'm happy about that. I'm so happy about my chicken right now. So I'm dishing up like that. And then we have to also focus in our kale right there, which is like kind of burning almost. I like the colors of the this kale, and also a little bit colorful food. And we're gonna dish this one also. There is two options. You can dish this one with the. You can serve this manna fufu stiff up. You can serve it with chicken or beef. This is it, how it look like this one. I don't want it to look any kind of. I'm satisfied with that because now it's softer. So when it's soft like this is the way that I want it to be. So now our chicken also is ready, and it looks so beautiful. All these trying things, you try this, you say, oh, you failed today, like I said before, you try, and then you fail, and then you do it again, and then it comes good. This is all about the kitchen. If you are interested to learn this thing. So now we are dishing our plate right there. We're dishing our plate because this is like a quick. It doesn't need to stress you up. You see, I'm adding this one in there, just right there in the middle. Maybe my kale there. Also, you see, as greenish as it look, as healthy as it look. It's healthy. Everybody knows that the green is healthy. So this is it. So now I have my chicken also here. You can, if someone really doesn't want, if someone doesn't really want to eat the chicken, you have a beef there, you can stack there. That one is the chicken there. So you can always, take your chicken there, and then you just place it right there. It looks so pretty. My chicken, like, I am satisfied with that. It looks so yummy. I think that is enough like that. So now after that, if you want to serve this with I have a little sauce here. And our potatoes also already is going there. Our potatoes are ready. So look how, guys, it looks like. Looks so good already. The potatoes, you can serve these potatoes with rice. You can serve it with anything there. So it looks so good like that, and it tastes good. You can put any spices you want. So this is now it's ready. It's ready for you to serve it like that. You can put it anyhow you want. You can put it on the side there. You can put it just right there, just to decorate your plate to look good. It's like that. So now I have also the stew here. That stew is like a beef. It's beef, if someone doesn't want to eat the chicken, then you serve this one with the beef stew, which I made earlier. And I have here my that is the tomatoes and onions, and then I kind of blend them to look like that. I made them fresh. So here is like, on top of that, you can just pour on top that stew right there. Just pour on top of your chicken. Or if you don't want to do like that, you can just take the chicken and dip it in that sauce. It's also good like that. So you kind of it looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful like that. So now we are like kind of done with our lunch today. So it looks like this now. And when you want to eat the chicken, you don't want any kind of that manna semolina, you just dip it, the chicken, you dip it there and eat, and you make it with the French fries. So now we are just finished up the finished touches, and our food is ready. Our lunch is ready. This is a quick lunch to do, and I hope you guys will enjoy today our the potatoes lessons. Everybody can manage with this, and you don't have meat. Everybody can manage to eat like that without a meat. So this all lessons today is about to manage without meat and still eating really tasty food like this, and it just looks so beautiful like that, like it's making you hungry already as you're looking at it. So guys, thank you for watching my videos. Again, remember to subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much. Bye bye.